this is my review. Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Marina and I'm a full-time artist. Today I want to share with you the reason why I've been absent for quite some time and didn't post anything for over a month, I think now. If you want to grab some tea, coffee or any other drink, go ahead. I'm gonna share a story. I was fortunate to exhibit my artworks in different places, and I was super busy preparing for it, packing, signing each artwork, looking for the frames. I needed a lot of frames. I also took a lot of photos of each artwork. Meanwhile, painting new ones for the upcoming art fairs. We also had a running marathon in my city. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to participate because they didn't have a 3 kilometers entry, and 5 kilometers for me was too much. So I have just supported my boyfriend who ran 10 kilometers. Then there was an event for local artists where we opened our studio doors to everyone who just wanted to come and see where the artists create their work. And then it hit me. I think I overworked and ended up having high temperature after the event. I was in bed for a week thinking I had a common cold. Then I got better, tried to work, and then got sick again. And this time I went to see a doctor and was diagnosed with pneumonia. I took prescribed antibiotics and was bedridden for more than 2 weeks. Last week I did some checkups and fortunately pneumonia is gone and I'm able to continue working. That brings me to today's plan. Today I thought I share with you a new art material that I recently got. Straight ahead, this video is not sponsored. I got this product for free, yes, but it's not sponsored, so my opinions are honest. I hope to deliver it truthfully to you about this new art material because this is the first time I'm trying it. What we are going to review today is an acrylic marker set. It's from the brand Arrtx. I hope I'm saying it correctly. It has 24 saturated colors. And I was also gifted this notepad, specifically made for markers. Before we try this new set, I wanted to say that I don't use acrylic markers in my art. If I do something in a sketchbook, then yes, I will probably use it, but not like in a painting or drawing. I think it will be interesting for me to try it. What I want to test are the colors. Do they match with the caps? Are the colors saturated enough? How do they work together? How do they overlap each other? And maybe how these markers work with other materials. So can I write with these markers on top of maybe acrylic paint or on top of watercolor? What does it look like? What will happen if I add water? So I want to do some experiments here. I've decided to do it tomorrow because it's very late now and my lighting is not really good to show colors as they truly are, so I've decided to do it tomorrow during the daylight. Hi. I just had my class with 3 students. I'm a bit tired because children are very naughty sometimes and they drain energy quite quickly, but nonetheless it was fun. And now I want to try and test these markers and see what the colors are like. So what we have here is a set of 24 acrylic markers that are said to have saturated colors. The tip is sharp and semi-flexible. They have a pump and shake system. For me, it was hard to press the pump and not very convenient because you need to do it quite often to get out the color. It takes some time for the paint to reach the end of the tip. Also, it is best to shake with the cap on, otherwise the paint will be everywhere. So before I get into more details about these markers and their colors and the saturation, I really need to pump all of them first and shake because it actually takes a lot of time to activate the markers so they can write smoothly. After shaking quite a few of markers, I found it already annoying to do that all the time, like 24 times you have to do it to shake and pump, and I felt that my hand was so tired by the end, but the results so far are satisfying. So let's talk about them a little bit in more detail separately. This is a metallic one. I think we also have the bronze, 3 metallics. And you can see this paper is quite nice for the markers. The color didn't bleed on the other side. I have another marker pad from Canson, and the quality is pretty similar, so we can compare these two. Take this color. And Canson paper is more white comparing to the Arrtx paper. Arrtx is a little bit creamier, and both of them are very good to hold the markers, so I think this is most important. And I actually prefer this color of paper because I don't like super white paper. I prefer it to be a little bit tinted, so this color is really nice. This is a color and this is a cap. You can see a difference. This one, the end result is more pastel looking, I think, comparing to the cap. The red one is more of a pinkish red, and also the difference with the cap you can see, but they're quite close. The green one this one is really pretty. It's like greenish blue. The brown, but it has a little bit of metallic in it, I feel. This is like a grayish brown, and you can also see the difference with the cap. And also a fun feature in these markers is this wave. It actually shows you how many paint you have left. So I think it's very useful to see when your marker is about to finish. And I would say they're smudge proof as well, but only if you let them dry, but they dry really quickly. It takes like about maybe 3 to 5 seconds for it to completely dry. And if I'm about to cover it and then stretch, then it will leave a smudge. But after a few seconds, it will be completely dry. I think, yeah, now it's dry. Sorry. Now, white on top of black, it goes a little bit transparent. Let's see white against other colors. It goes on a little bit transparent, a little bit watercolor, so the white one doesn't fully cover it unless you make more layers. But again, it can be a really nice effect if you want to have like a less saturated color. Can we mix them? Oh, you can actually, yes. So you are able to achieve some sort of a gradient effect. And you can see the metallic. This one also. The rest are really matte colors, and I like this. The palette is really nice. You can also try it on one of my sketchbooks. So quite nice. goes on smoothly. And let's see if nothing is bleeding. If I make it a little bit more thick, still the paper is nice. And this is the art creation sketchbook. So I think I will try to draw something using these markers and see what kind of effects can I achieve. Hi, it's the next day and yesterday it was too dark to film what I've been doing with the markers, but I actually tried them on a few of my old artworks and I love it. I love it so much. Even there are some faults in markers, but these kind of faults make it the strength. So hopefully I can explain to you later. So I have just a couple of minutes before my student comes in, so I want to show you what I did yesterday. This is my old sketchbook and I had the drawing in pencil at first and then I put markers on top. And there are so many layers and you can still see the pencil going through the yellow paint. So this was the fault that I've discovered in the markers, so they're transparent. If you use like a light layer, it is transparent and you can see your previous like pencil marks. But to me, I really like it. I like that I can see so many layers and I think it makes the artwork a little bit more interesting. So I had this kind of a drawing. Here I'm going to show it now. And it had an orange background, like black charcoal pants, t-shirt, just using the graphite pencil. And I've laid the markers on top of it. And this is the result. And you can still see my pencil and over here as well. But I love the outcome of it. It's so unique, I feel. And I'm actually really into this style after I've tried it, and I want to do later this drawing with the markers. I want to show you how I achieved this kind of look. I found that I also upgraded my frogs, so I've colored this frog using the markers and added here some contour line and contour for the tree. At first, yesterday, when I was trying them, I saw that they're transparent and I was like, how come they're transparent? They're supposed to be opaque. After I've discovered it, I thought like, why not use it to like for my own benefit? And I really love it now. I have here quite a few different materials. So we have a common notebook with very thin paper. We have my sketchbook with paper slightly thicker. We have plastic, wood, glass, and ceramic pot, and we have also primed canvas with acrylic primer. 7 different surfaces. I'm trying it on my sketchbook. It goes on smoothly, doesn't bleed through the paper. Next, I have this kind of paper. Goes on smoothly. Oh my god, it doesn't bleed. I didn't expect this, honestly. I thought it will go right through this paper because, I mean, it's just a normal, regular notepad. Next is wood. So, actually, we'll make it 2. This wood was primed with graphite and sealed with fixative. We will try green marker. Oh, this is good. Now that's we are talking about coverage. This is really good. Let's see the other side. If it, this one is primed with maybe ink. I don't actually remember. And it's bright. Look at this contrast. But goes on transparently. You have to add layers. But overall good. Let's see. Smudge proof. It dried. This one haven't dried yet, so let's make another layer. Let it dry. And meanwhile, we'll try here. Let's, I don't know, paint an eye. Next we have plastic. We'll let it dry. So far, a little bit transparent, and we'll test water on it a little bit later. We have a ceramic pot. Looks like metallic a little bit. The yellow is nice and bright. Alright. If, for example, I don't want it here, so waterproof, but not scratch proof, so you can still scratch it off if, for example, you don't want it here. And like nothing ever happened. It's a primed canvas. So this is how it will look on the canvas board with these markers. And I'm pretty sure if you choose a real canvas, linen, and with really thick grain, the effect will be completely different. The last one is the glass. Let's see. a bit transparent, and yes, as expected, you can scratch it off. So the test complete, and so far it writes on all of the surfaces that I've tried. The coverage sometimes is a little bit transparent on some of them, but so far I'm quite satisfied with these markers. I'm definitely going to use them for my sketches because I can add color really fast and actually blend it sometimes and mix it, overlap it, make it somewhere transparent, somewhere semi-transparent. So there is a variety of usage, and I really like it. I would recommend, yes, definitely. So again, I'm reminding you that this is not sponsored, not in any way. These markers were just gifted to me by this company to try out and give them a review. And this is my review. While I still have time, I actually want to talk about books in my videos from time to time, and obviously these are not just some random books, but art books that I read and really enjoy. I've read this book. It's about color history. It's written by Russian author Marina Golubeva, same like my name, Marina. I have never done a book review before, so you have to excuse me if I will not do it properly like other YouTubers do. Let's talk about first why did I decide to read it. I've started to get really interested in color theory recently, and I wanted to know more meanings of the colors and their origins throughout the history, and what different colors meant in different civilizations, in different countries, and for different kind of in religion as well, because I've been using red color a lot in my recent paintings, and I got so immersed in this color, and I wanted to know more about it, whether it has like anything else besides the general meaning, like red is supposed to be like color of passion, of love, or color of anger, of aggression. I wanted to know more, and when I saw this book, it was for a very good price. I've decided that it's a sign, it's time to actually read something like this. It's just a general educating book for you to know about color. Not about color theory, but the origin of color, its uses in different cultures and religion. And it goes throughout the history, starting with the medieval period, ending with the modern contemporary world. If you're from Russia and you've read this book, let me know also, did you like it, or are you going to read something similar, or maybe you have already read books about colors, even about color theory. I love those too, and you would like to recommend me a particular one. I will be glad to know about it, so you can write it down for me. As you can see, I have a lot of stickers, and I've recently started using a commonplace book because I'm very bad with my memory. I don't remember things after I read them. It's a big issue for me because I want to keep everything together in my head, but it just won't stay there. So I've started using a commonplacing technique where you write down your thoughts on particular topics, and you divide your notebook into these topics. For example, I have the topic red for color, red color. I have color in general, and what else I have? I have new words here, the ones I learn in English or even in Russian when I meet something new for myself. And this is my commonplacing book, so tiny. I actually ended up adding some black acrylic primer, this one. So it covers nicely all the markers. This is how she looks now. Quite cute. So, I have an issue. I don't have enough space, and now I'm working with really big canvases, as you can see, and I only have one small piece of wall to use, and I need to store these canvases somewhere, so I think I need to really clean that corner and rearrange my canvases so I have more space to store for storage. Yes, let's do it. I ended up moving furniture around, and I think this way I have quite a lot of space for future big canvases, and it's finally a good placement of this shelf because I can reach the books very easily now, and I love it. Because before my shelf used to stand in such position where it was very difficult to access books, but now it's so simple and I love it. And I have all my art materials, extra art materials here, and the oil paints are just nearby. I think this vlog kind of video will be ending here. I had a good day. I hope you too. And stay tuned for the next videos. Bye. I finally finished this video. But I mean, if you're sick, you're sick. You can't help it. But I'm so proud I finally finished it. And I hope it's good.